Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristi and today I have for you an easy low carb keto meal prep video. I like to meal prep because of course, like everyone else, we're a very busy family. Lots going on and school's actually getting ready to start back. So I need quick meals, lunches, breakfast and snacks in my refrigerator at all times so that we don't have a tendency to go off plan. In case you don't know or you're new to my channel, my entire family is either low carb or keto, and that is all the way down to my 11-year-old who is doing it because she is hypoglycemic and she is under a doctor's care. I do all sorts of keto related videos, from what I eat in a day to recipes to blood glucose tests, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I do have an Instagram page where I post on my stories daily, and I'll have my name right here for you guys if you want to go check it out. I do have a Facebook group that you are going to love. It's an amazing group of supportive and encouraging people with no keto police. So if you're doing low carb, if you're doing dirty keto, no matter what you're doing, just come on over. We're there to support and encourage you and help you along your keto journey. So I'll have all that information in the description box. You can just click on that and it'll take you right on over. Now, before we get started with today's video, I did want to let you know that if you're watching this on Sunday, this is the last day for the perfect keto deal. I have a great discount code for you guys. So it's buy 5 items and you're going to get 35% off. That is an amazing deal, and I was lucky enough to get it for you guys. So if you need to, go ahead and stock up on your collagen, your cookies, your bars, your base, whatever you need to get. This is the time to do it when you can save 35% off. And let me just go ahead and let you know, for those of you that have been asking, they have restocked the peanut butter cookies. This is the best peanut butter cookie that is keto on the market. Take my word for it. Again, buy 5, save 35%. The discount code and the link will be in the description box, so go check it out. So as many of you know, we are having issues with our flooring in the kitchen. The foundation has to be redone on this side of the house, hence the floor caving in and rotting out over here. So what I'm going to be doing is trying something completely different for me, and that is making up several small lasagnas in advance, freezing those, and seeing how they reheat. I've never froze a lasagna before. I know it's possible. People do it all the time. They batch cook and then freeze all these things, and then they have food in their freezer to go to when they need it. That's my plan here. Since I've never done it before, this is basically going to be a trial run for me. I went to Dollar Tree and picked these up. These are the 3 foil pans with lids. Does it say the size? I don't see. It just says 2.25 pounds. Anyways, what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to cook up my lasagna in advance, and then I'm going to put it in these, freeze these, and then as I need them, I will go ahead and reheat them. This will be plenty enough for me and the girls when we need it. So this way I will be able to see what needs to be done, what needs to be tweaked when the kitchen is demolished. So all I need for this, I'm using mozzarella cheese that's pre-shredded from Aldi. I got some mild Italian sausage at Walmart, an egg. I pick up my spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce, also at Walmart, and this one is the no sugar added, but I know they carry this at several different stores. It is cheaper than the Rayos, and I honestly like it just as good. You're going to need some seasonings. Again, personal preference on these. So I picked garlic powder and Italian seasoning, and I'm going to go with ricotta cheese as my filling. The star of the show is the palmini noodles. I love the palmini noodles. You need to boil these first though. Don't forget that step. So I'm going to be using 2 cans of the lasagna palminis. Once you open up the palmini noodles, this is what they look like on the inside. Several of you have asked me about that. I've done lasagna before. I have recipes all over my channel for that, especially in my meal prep videos. This one is just a trial run, like I said, so I want to see how it goes. So I probably won't go over all the measurements and stuff like that, but I wanted to show you how these looked in the can. Now I'm going to go ahead and drain these both out. On the side of the can, it does say these need to be rinsed and drained before you use. I'm going to boil my noodles for 10 minutes. I did add some Redmond's real salt to this just for flavor. I'm going to brown up my Italian sausage. While I'm getting everything put together, let me just say this. If you have any tips or tricks for me about freezer meals or freezing lasagna, please put those in the comments below. And if you have any tips for me about great meals to prepare in advance and put in the freezer so that we can just put these in a toaster oven, let me know those as well. My main goal during this remodel is going to probably be staying low carb instead of staying keto or dirty keto, because it's going to be so hard to count things up. So this recipe is not going to be a keto recipe. Although the ingredients are keto, I'm not going to be measuring things out. I'm not going to know the exact amount of carbs in every serving. So basically, we're just going to be sticking to low carb, and I'm going to be throwing all this together. I hope you guys understand. It's going to be one of those stressful times for us that we just cross our fingers and hope to get through it and not gain 100 pounds. Now that my noodles are cooked, I'm going to let these sit in my strainer for a while so that they dry. I'm going to assume that for freezing purposes, I need these as dry as possible. So I'm going to let those hang out here and dry. Then I'm going to transfer them over to a paper towel to get some of that extra moisture out of those. I have a feeling if you do these while they're really wet, they're going to crystallize in the freezing process, and I don't want that. But like I said, I'm definitely no expert at this, so make sure you put your tips and tricks in the comments for me. Now that my meat's cooked up, I'm going to go ahead and add my marinara sauce. Usually I measure this out and put about a cup in it. I'm thinking this time I'm going to add about 2 cups since I'm going to be making several different lasagnas to freeze up. I always use ricotta cheese in my lasagna. This one is the 15 ounce. I picked this up at Aldi. It's basically the only place I can find it. You would not think ricotta would be so hard to find, but it is in my area. So normally I use half of this, but since I'm going to be making several of these up to freeze, I'm just going to go ahead and put the whole 15 ounces in my bowl. I'm going to sprinkle in my seasonings. I usually measure this out, but not feeling it today, guys. So I'm not a huge fan of Italian seasoning, and since my meat is already seasoned, I'm only going to put a couple of shakes in here. What I am obsessed with though is garlic. So I'm gonna at least put probably a teaspoon of garlic powder in here. I could have used my minced garlic that I have in the refrigerator, but I thought maybe since this is going to be a frozen dish, it might be best just to go with the powder. And then I'm also going to add some Redmond's real salt. At this point, I've only added 1 egg. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up to see what kind of texture it gives me. I may need to add another. I'm so conflicted on whether to add another egg or not, because it is a thicker consistency normally than what I like. But since we have to freeze it, I'm just not sure which way to go with this. Again, trial run here, people. Trial run. So all I did was take my 3 pans, and on the bottom of that, I just took the plain marinara sauce that I had left and added a small spoonful in each and just spread it around so that my noodles or nothing stick to the pan. Now let the layering process begin. Oh my goodness, check how perfectly these palmini noodles fit into these pans. It takes exactly 4. Love it. Again, Dollar Tree pans. Next, I added in some ricotta. And then I'm going to go in with my meat and sauce mixture. I did cook this down till most of the liquid was gone. Again, just because I didn't know how it was going to freeze up. I like a lot of layers, so that's why I go thinner with this. So there's the meat. Now I'm going to sprinkle in my mozzarella cheese. We've talked about mozzarella cheese in the past. It's best if you want to go ahead and shred your own because there's less creepy carbs involved. None of that anti-caking agent, which is in pre-shredded cheese. But I wanted to make this as though I was making it without a kitchen. Or as convenient as possible. So I'm using the pre-shredded. I'm gonna go ahead and put some on top. There's what it looks like with the cheese. And now I'm just gonna repeat the process. Layer number 2. I think I'm gonna go in with 3 layers in each one. I'm still loving how these palmini noodles fit perfectly in this pan. That's what my 3rd layer looks like. Now, I plan on ending with a layer of palmini noodles. Final product, perfect size actually. Somebody wants a treat. What? What? I fixed his food. Now he wants a treat on top of it. Somebody's spoiled rotten. He will not eat his food unless there is a treat on top of it. Okay, like I was saying, finished product. Now I'm just going to put these lids or these coverings on top of here. I'm thinking maybe once I put the lids on it and seal these up, I may put them in large freezer bags because we don't know how long. I mean, the longest I'm going to have them in the freezer is what, 2-3 months possibly. So hopefully they'll be good in that time frame. But what do you guys think? Freezer bags? I don't have one of those freeze and seal things, unfortunately. Maybe I need to get a hold of one of those. But I'm thinking right now I'm gonna go ahead and put the lids on these and then put them in these gallon bags. Let's see how it fits. They do fit perfectly in these storage bags, but I'm thinking I may need to get the freezer safe ones. Okay, so here's what we got going on. Now when we're ready to eat this, I'll just pop this in the toaster oven for obviously double the time since it's going to be frozen, but hopefully this is going to turn out well. So the biggest recommendation that I got from you guys over on Facebook, on Instagram, and in the comments below were to find something that's going to help me do it all while the kitchen's being remodeled. So other than our grill, we're going to be using this. I did lots of research. I ordered this, so I just wanted to let you guys know what we're going to be using in case you're ever in the same situation or you need something like this. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it properly. I'm going to go with Aobosi. So what this is a 10-in-1 multi-function toaster oven. That's right. It does it all. I'm actually really excited about using this, and I'll probably keep it in my kitchen on the countertop and use it instead of our little itty bitty toaster oven that's over there. That's what we got going on now. It's a toaster oven, it's an air fryer, it's a pizza toaster, it's a rotisserie. You can bake in here, air broil, warm, you can air roast, dehydrate. The dimensions on this are 16, 12, 15. I'm gonna be able to cook up to 60 minutes, up to 450 degrees. It does have an LCD control screen right here. So let me show you. All I gotta do is just turn this. Here's all your functions and look inside. What? This is like my dream come true as a child. Remember the Easy Bake Ovens? Would this not have been amazing? So look, we have this tray right here. We have the rack. These are all removable. They even have a little crumb tray that's removable. I'm excited, and this thing was not expensive. It came with the tongs. It came with an air fryer basket, so I can make like fried chicken in this. I can even do a rotisserie chicken. What? I've never done anything like that. So I think this is going to be what makes our life go a lot more smoothly during this kitchen remodel. Check the link below. It'll be in the description box. 10-in-1. Really? This does everything. So this is how I plan on baking that lasagna during the kitchen remodel. I'm going to be trying something a little different. If you have any experience with this, please put it in the comments below. I'm going to try to make hard-boiled eggs in the air fryer. I've been doing research on this, and it's saying at about 250 for 16 to 18 minutes. Since we're not going to have a stove burner in the kitchen for a while, and we're just going to be using the air fryer, toaster ovens, things like that to cook with, I wanted to see how this turns out because Briley has to have her hard-boiled eggs and egg salad. So I put 3 eggs in here to hard boil, and that's going to give her 6 deviled eggs for this week. I'm going to go at 250 degrees for 17 minutes because she likes hers overdone. I'm just going to go ahead and start it. Okay, these are done. Again, I only made 3, so we're going to see how these turn out. I'm going to put these in an ice bath to cool down. I'm going to be 100% honest here. I do not have high hopes for these eggs because when I put them in their ice bath and the water melted, they were still floating. Yeah, that's what this is all about, trial and error. Can you guys see that that has a weird color and it has like a very hard consistency? Let's get this open. Okay, are you ready? I'm thinking these got a little too done. What do you think? Because it definitely has that gray film around. Oh yeah, look at this. Well, that's not gonna work. Let's see if the rest of them are like that. Egg number 2, same weird color. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a brownish orange. I have a feeling we got the same thing going here. Let's cut it open. Same deal. Yeah, this is so hard. They got way overdone. Check that out. Nope, definitely will not be using these. I'm glad I only did 3 instead of wasting a ton of eggs. Okay, guys. Epic fail on the meal prep on the eggs. Tell me how you fix them in your air fryer. So I'm going to be able to fix them for Briley while we don't have a kitchen because this is not going to cut it, and she loves her eggs. I see lots of convenience foods in our future. Meal prepping some biscuits for the week for the girls, and I've been using the CarbQuik. I did recently do a blood glucose and ketones test on this. If you want to see it, I'll have it linked for you so you can go check it out. This is their favorite biscuit mix right now, and it is so simple. So on the side, it has your recipe for your simple drop biscuits. All it's going to take is 2 cups of the CarbQuik and 2/3 cup water. You're going to bake it at 350, and you're going to make around 8 biscuits, and those are going to be 2 net carbs each. Just wanted you guys to know, though, we have made the pancakes with this, and they're really good. There are a ton of recipes on here, and we're really excited to see about making chicken and dumplings or a pot pie. There's so many things you can make with the CarbQuik. So I'm loving it, and so are the girls. I got it off of Amazon because nowhere in my area has it, so I'll link that below if you want to go order it. Here's what the mix looks like. It's not an almond flour mix. It's made with carbulose. Now to this, I'm going to go ahead and add my water and make a dough. So simple. Okay, you can just do these as drop biscuits, meaning just spoon these out and let them fall on your parchment paper. But what I did was I like to give them a little bit of a shape so they're more like a biscuit. Now I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven. And these are going to go in a 350 oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. It's honestly that simple. So here's what they look like when they're done. I spray the bottom of my parchment with a little bit of cooking spray. I use avocado oil, and it browns up the bottom nice and crisp. That's the way we like them. Now I'm going to let these cool completely. I will store these in the refrigerator, and the girls will be eating on these for breakfast for the next several days. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.